Key concept number 2 in factoring is being able to not only find the greatest common factor, but pull it out or factor it out. Here's what I mean. If you look at 20x squared plus 16x, hopefully you can find the greatest common factor, the biggest number that goes into both. 20 and 16, my GCF is going to be 4. Variable wise, both of them have an x, so I'm going to include it. I'm going to choose the one that has the smaller exponent. So 4x is the greatest common factor. What happens is the greatest common factor gets pulled outside of the parenthesis, and you have to think a little backwards here. You have to think about what is going to be left inside this parenthesis if you've taken 4x out. So it's not going to be 20x squared anymore because you've taken 4x out. So it was 20, you pulled out 4, 5 still remains. 20 divided by 4 is 5. There was x squared, but you pulled out one of the x's, so there's only one x remaining. Plus, you had 16x, but you pulled out 4x. 16 with 4 pulled out, you just have 4, because 16 divided by 4 is 4. And then I started with a solo x, and I pulled that solo x out, so it's just 5x plus 4 here. One thing I like to do in my head at the end of factoring problems is just check if the distributive property gets me back to my original problem. So 4x times 5x is 20x squared, and 4x times 4 is 16x. So this is my answer right here. I've just factored this into 2 multiplied parts. That's factoring out the GCF.